Good morning, friends. This is Lee Kersey, the Simple Georgian. I want to do my typical Sunday morning ramble. About the only time I get a whole bunch of time and peace to where life slows down to where I can do something. I have been like super busy this week trying to get some things done, and the camera fell. So I've got to get me a stand for this tablet. So y'all just seen the top of the roof. It's okay. I'm gonna have to put the pipe down too. This is my Missouri Meerschaum, which y'all seen these 100 times. Today I've got Mr. Ed, the armchair piper's favorite tobacco in it, Tinderbox Philosopher. He sent me a sample sometime last year, I think it was, and I really enjoyed it, which I'm a big English Balkan fan anyway. So yeah, what I've got are these little jars. I should have brought one out with me. The little small jars, probably about the size of a 50-cent piece diameter, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3, about 2 inches tall. And it's just the right size for traveling, carrying tobacco with you. If you're not going to be gone but a couple of days, maybe, something like that. And you can buy them in a 4-pack at like Walmart's or whatever. But anyway, I'm trying to empty some of them jars because I'm starting to run out of jars, and I'm really not wanting to go buy anymore at the moment. Because last count I had over 420, and not just on little ones. I'm talking from the little ones all the way up to the big half gallons. And I know eventually I'm gonna have to buy some more once I get into a place where I can get all of my tobacco. But I'm trying to keep from buying some right now. And what I've done with the little jars is I put just a little bit of tobacco in them to carry with me if I go on trips or whatever, outside of the little pocket jars that I had in my book bag. So that way I could carry a decent variety of tobacco and not sit there and smoke the same stuff all the time. So having said that, I'm in the process of trying to empty some of them jars out because I've got bigger jars, the quart size or whatever, of the same tobacco. And I'm trying to get rid of the tobacco in the pocket jars and those little jars first, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, like last week, I think it was, or the week before last, when I smoked the Black Irish Twist Triple X, that was an order I had just gotten in, and I cut a piece off to try it because I couldn't put my hands on my Triple X or my Black Irish Twist X. So at the moment, and in order to save time, I just cut a piece out the order that I had just gotten in the mail. So that's where I got that from. And before I jarred it up. And then, like I said, at a later date, then I went back and jarred what was left up in the, Today I want to talk about a lot of our friends in the, this is controversial to a few people in the YTPC, YouTube pipe community, but yeah, I said it. I've met a lot of people in the YTPC through video chats and YouTube channels and things of that nature. Today, I'm going to talk about Revelation. A lot of you know him through some of the other channels, and my plan was to start smoking this week, but because of the scheduling conflicts and things of that nature, I have not even opened it. So here I got my sample, Mike. I appreciate it, buddy. Cellared sample of Orango Balkan Supreme. 10-day noodle press Orango Balkan Supreme. Then we had the next one, which is the sous vide. I believe that's how they say it. It's French, for 2 hours. Oven method, 2 hours. Pressure cooker, 2 hours. And then the same thing in this one, but for 4 hours. So my plan was to shoot a video going over these, and unfortunately my schedule did not allow me to spend time with them, Mike, and I apologize, but I will get a video made just as soon as possible. He sends me a bro note. I won't read all of it. It says, "I hope this note finds you well and with a pipe in hand. I'm incredibly excited and filled with a smoky anticipation of Latakia to share that my recent bold flavors experience are ready for sampling." He chose the Orango Balkan Supreme as the base blend, and it's 10 grams in the original loose form, enough for 2 or 3 bowls, and then 4-gram samples of the same blend process, like I said, with sous vide at 190 for 2 hours, and then at 4 hours, convection oven at 200 for 2 hours and 4 hours, pressure cooker at 240 for 2 hours and 4 hours. The no heat press sample is 4 grams, using the noodle press for 10 days. And these variations were developed to explore how heat and pressure impact the flavor, burn, aroma, texture of the tobacco. So there you go. He included a sample tasting chart. And it come from a cigar thing, but it's borrowed from the cigar world, but it does help organize your thoughts. I've went over some of these charts in the cigars when I smoked them. So there you go. Warm bowls and many blessings from Mike at Revelation. So thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it, and I will get a video out just as quick as I can. Like I said, my plans to do it was this weekend, and a couple of things come up to where I couldn't spend time with them like I wanted to do a good video out. So I will get that done just as soon as I possibly can. I have decided I'm in the process of changing jobs. If things go well, I mean, it sucks because I love how can I say it? I love the job that I've got, but the investigations and the toxic environment from the owner and his son and his son's friend is not going to work. So I've made a decision to change jobs. Unfortunately, I'll probably be back in the truck for a while until I can figure something else out. And because that's the quickest thing I can jump to. I was hoping that I could get a job up the road with another company doing electrical panels for system controls, but I have not heard back from them, and I'm not sure if my body can handle it. Yesterday, for the last couple of days that I've had the opportunity, first of the week And yesterday, I had a bunch of whole leaf tobacco. When I say a bunch, I had like a quarter pound of this, quarter pound of that, a pound of, a few other things. Your main ingredients, like the pounds was in like the Virginias and stuff like that. And many of you know that I wanted to get into blending tobacco, so I bought some whole leaf, and I've been in the process of shred, or not shredding, but stripping that to where I can shred it. I did wind up losing uh, two quarter-pound bundles. One was the Blind Monkey wrapper, which is a cigar leaf, and the other was a Candela, which is a green cigar leaf. I did wind up losing both of those to mold because I have not been able to get to it. And so instead of trying to process it, I just went ahead and chunked it, and I'll order some more. But the rest of it I was able to salvage, and I've been in the process of stripping it. The only ones I have not stripped is my actual blending components. At one of the sites where I got the whole leaf tobacco from, they had actual blending kits already pre-measured, pre-made up. You get all your casing material. Everything comes pre-packaged in a kit, and all you got to do is just strip the tobacco, shred it, mix it, put the casing on it, and voila, you got a blended tobacco. One of them is a Turkish, the other one is a Balkan, and so I'm gonna give that a shout. I've got two books on blending tobacco. One has over 50, 55 recipes. The other one has 90, I believe it is. And it's, gives you the blending mixtures of the tobacco. So I've been in the process of trying to get that together, and the reason I say I don't know if I can handle that job up the road building the electrical cabinets is yesterday, because I don't have a shop to do this, and I do not have a place in my home as I live with my parents, which I'm buying their place. But I'm trying not to do any tobacco processing in the house. I don't smoke tobacco in the house. I don't smoke in the vehicles. So I went out to a little area that I've got put together, and I was in the process of stripping yesterday. And just that little bit of time, I think I finally started like 9-ish yesterday morning. I finished up in the 3 or 4 range. And that standing up, doing that yesterday, had my back and legs hurt so bad, my hands was cramping. What the problem is with my back, the doctor says that the muscles contract, and they contract to the point that they just hang there. They won't relax. So they've got me on muscle relaxers, which I try not to take no more than I absolutely have to. I really had to take one last night because I was hurting so bad. My back muscles, mid back and all, was hurting so bad it was unreal. I was standing there trying to clean up, do dishes last night, and it brought me to tears. It was hurting so bad, and that's all it is, just my muscles contracting. It's like, I'm not going to say it's a muscle cramp, but the muscles contracted to the point to where it was physically, it was almost incapacitating. I don't know how to describe it. So anyway, that's why I say I don't know if I can stand there and do cabinets, which I know my legs ain't going to let me stand, because that's the reason I can't do the electrical union job. I can't stand on my feet all day, the 10-12 hours as needed. And building them cabinets is a 10-hour job. They go in at 6:30 and they knock off at 5:30 with a lunch. So, if I can't stand there, 5 or 6 hours, because I stopped, I'd sit down, I mean, I was on my own clock, so it wasn't like I was in a rush. I was just trying to get through with that tobacco yesterday, and it tore my back up. And with the permanent damage in my legs, I'm not able to stand there day after day after day doing stuff like that. So I don't know how that's going to work. But I will give a shout out and props to all the people that does blending, the micro blending, the artisan blending. The Burley, Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee leaves, stuff like that, those weren't that bad. The cigar leaves that I've done, the Oscuro, all those wasn't that bad. The dark fire, that was, I mean, those were easy. The one that really got to me was them little tiny leaves that they put in the Orientals. The Oriental Samsung and the Izmir, the Turkish, those little Turkish and Oriental leaves, they are like super tiny, some of them. And getting that main vein out, and I mean, talking about time consuming, it is very time consuming. So, I mean, I'm not here to, to cry or for you to feel sorry for me by no means. I mean, it is what it is. But I give props to the people that does their home blended. I really do. Because those Orientals, um, I mean, they taste good, they smell good, whatever. But yeah, it's a job in itself. And the only two that I've got left, is, like I said, are those two kits to finish. And I should hopefully have them finished sometime this week. I'm going to take one kit one day and one the next. So, and then I've got to go back and shred it. But I do have it all destemmed with exception of those two kits. And we'll go from there, and I'll let y'all know how it goes. And hopefully I'll start having some blends coming out pretty shortly and let y'all know what's going on. And we hope y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And y'all have a good week.